Oh, it's never said that before. Okay. Well, tomorrow or first thing in the morning, it's going to be uh, the moon at its fullest, and it's also a lunar eclipse. It's the flower full moon since it's showing up in May. And because it's the full moon and slash eclipse, it's going to be more um, intense thoughts and emotions that may be coming on some of us. And so, with that in mind, we're going to be a little bit more tame in our practice. I'm going to leave out the balancing poses and I'm going to leave out the arm balances so that we can work more on, just the standing positions and the sitting positions towards the end. So we'll go ahead and just start in a comfortable seat just to tap into our breath. Resting your arms down to your lap. And I would have the palms facing downward as a symbol of becoming grounded. Since the full moon stirs up a lot in our mind, typically, begin to enhance and to explore your exhalations more. When you're focusing on your exhalations, get a little heavier in your seat. In your inhalations, feel the crown of the head rising up a little taller. Notice this constant exchange of energy. With the eyes closed, gaze into your mind's eye. Picturing the full flower moon above. It's even visible during the daytime. Perhaps it's just a pinpoint of light. Perhaps it's more like a flashlight. Picturing it in the circle that represents wholeness and unity. And anytime the eyes are closed through our practice today, try to visualize this light at the third eye. And we'll come back and focus on it in Shavasana as well. We'll slowly begin to crack the eyelids open. We'll go ahead and come up to stand. And as you come up to stand, you can walk to the top of the mat. We get right into our sun salutations. So look down at your feet, line up your toes on the same invisible line, and then activate your legs and let your shoulders slide down the back. Your hands press together so the elbows kind of lift up to give a little space underneath the arms. Chin parallel to the earth, gazing straight ahead to fixate your eyes on one spot. And then inhale, let the arms sweep up. Exhale, bring the hands together today. Let that help you to center as you fold over straight legs. Inhale, lift up halfway to Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, step it back to plank. Crank it down to your chaturanga. Inhale, rise to upward facing dog. And exhale, roll it into downward facing dog. Rooting down through the hands and the feet. Especially since this is the base of the pose. And then begin to move your awareness from the foundation up to the pinnacle. On your next inhalation, you can step, you can lunge, or you can float the feet to the top of the mat, opening the heart center. And then exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, coming up to the top. And exhale, bringing hands home, sweet home to the heart. We'll continue. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together, hinge from the hips. Once the arms and the head spills down, let your in-breath lift you halfway up. Exhale, take it down the mat to plank, sink down to chaturanga, that low push-up. Inhale, rise to the stilts of the arms, and exhale, rock and roll back over the toes. When you arrive to Adho Mukha Svanasana, the eyes can be open or closed, but if they're closed today, picture the full moon as if you are looking at it up in the sky. On your next inhalation, step, lunge, or float the feet together to the top of the mat, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, bow out. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do the third. Inhale. Exhale, fold straight down the middle. Inhale, give yourself a pick-me-up. And exhale, lower and hover. Inhale, open the heart, and exhale, take the inversion. Nice, long, smooth breaths. Let your body and breath collaborate together. And allow the mind and the heart to find a state of union, to collaborate together. Inhale to the top of the mat. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. The fourth, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sprout up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Into up dog. Out to down dog. Holding and breathing. Sweeten the texture of your breath. Become absorbed by this pose. Inhale, move in the moment to the top of the mat. Lengthen through the vertebrae. And exhale, release. Inhaling up. Exhale, recenter. We're going to take our fifth today. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, humbly fold. In and halfway up. Out and lower down. In and build up. Out and back up. Open up the side body and the back body. Inhaling to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Moving into B, but we're not doing as many today. Inhale to chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, palms together. That will help us stay grounded and centered as we fold. Inhale, halfway up. Out and come to four-limb staff pose, that low push-up. Inhale to your big, bold back bend. And exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot steps through, back heel lowers, coming up to Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bring your arms back, your head back, goddess arms. Inhale, warrior. Exhale, fold. Take chaturanga. Through the vinyasa. Inhale, left foot leads, back heel plants, coming up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, hang back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold down. Take the vinyasa. Pausing in downward facing dog. Notice if the conscious breath work and mindful movement collaborating together is beginning to calm and soothe the mind and the heart. Even though universal energy has a strong impact on us, we still have some control over how we respond. Inhale to the top of the mat. Exhale, drop it in. Inhale, lift to chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Another one like this. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower towards the ground. Inhale, immerse, open the door of the heart. And exhale, rock and roll back. Inhale, right foot steps through, warrior 1. Exhale, goddess arms. Inhale, re-erect the spine. Exhale, palms frame the front foot. Inhale, step it back. Lower on the out breath. Rise on your in breath. And cast the hips back on the out breath. Left foot steps through, warrior 1. Exhale, goddess arms. Inhaling up, exhale down. Continue. Pausing in your downward facing dog, and if you feel like you need child's pose, you can always take that. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, tip forward. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. We're just doing one more today. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, goddess arms. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Continue. Left foot next. Pausing in down dog. Observing, controlling your breath. Inhaling to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. All right, we're gonna stay down in the forward fold, but we're gonna lace the peace mudra around each big toe. We're gonna fan the arms away from the shins. Magnetize the head and heart down lower. So notice we're bringing the blood flow and the energy currents down towards the crown of the head. These type of poses are great around the full moon. Inhale, lift up, and then flip your hands open, slide them up underneath your feet. And then bring the belly towards your thighs, the heart down towards the knees, the face down towards the shins. And release the hands. Once you release the hands, you're gonna step back with your left foot. We're gonna go through our standing flow a little differently today. We're gonna plant the back foot down to the ground. We're gonna stack the right elbow onto the right thigh bone. Kind of tuck the right hip under, spin open across your belly and chest. Take your left fingertips to the left shoulder and then fly the hands skyward. Plug down the back foot. Keep lifting out of the right arm. Thread this hand now behind your back. your next exhalation, you're gonna unwind that arm. Plant the palm, spin out of your back heel, and lift your right arm skyward. Keep flying up through that top hand. Fan the fingers wide. Exhale, lower the hand to the floor. Hop the back foot forward, plant it down. Straighten the front leg, and then come up to stand. Now make sure the back foot isn't turned too far in or out. Lengthen your arms, radiate out over the right leg, windmill down to Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Cast your gaze down towards your right foot. Bend that front knee just a bit to bring your hands to the blocks or floor. Slowly turn your back toes in at more of an angle, but we are still going to solidify the back heel to the sticky mat. We're going to lengthen out through the spine and then fly the right arm back up. Revolving triangle. Open up the channel of your breath. And on your exhalation, bring the right hand down, and you're going to pour over the front leg. Turn your left hip a little bit more towards the top of your mat. Drive your right hip towards the back of your mat. When you're ready, step the back foot forward. Inhale, take a long, giant step back with your right foot. So you're in that low lunge. Turn and plant the back foot to the floor. Stack the left elbow to the knee. Open up your belly and chest and take the right fingertips to the right shoulder. And then allow it to continue to rise towards the clouds. Try to keep your neck balanced between the shoulders. And then loop that top arm behind your back. If that's too much for the shoulder, you can always release it. Everyone release it. And take the hand down to the floor. Spin away from the back heel. Spin the navel towards the front thigh. And you're taking the revolving twist. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Hop the back foot forward, plant it down. Slowly lift your hands, come up to stand. Make sure you're in the right foot position for triangle. Lengthen the arms. Skate out with the left arm. Windmill down, triangle. We're going to move towards the twisting or revolving triangle, but the back foot needs to turn in more. Hips need to square up more. Spine needs to lengthen up and out, and then carry the left arm skyward. So again, you're beginning at the base, at the foundation of the feet, and working up through the body. This way we have a strong foundation. And grounding is always important in active yoga, but especially this time of the month. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Bring that navel and sternum over towards the straight leg that's out in front. Lower the head down. This form of pyramid pose. And when you're ready, put a little micro bend in that front knee. Step the right foot forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, come to Utkatasana. And from Utkatasana, we're going to go into drinking bird, which is bringing the hands, flexing them back, elevating the heels. And then inhale, reforming chair. Exhale, drinking bird, heels lift up. And do this with your breath. Two more. This is replacing our balancing poses today. There is a little balance element, but at least 2 feet are still on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. All right, step to the side. And we're going to take the wide stance forward fold. Hands to the hips. Make sure your feet are gripping the mat. Shoulders back. Cinch the navel in and start to fold down. Go ahead and take the first 2 fingers around each big toe. Crown of the head facing the floor. Facial muscles soft. Breath stays full. Inhale, release your hands, walk them forward, and create the upper body similar to what you would in downward facing dog. Head lowers between the upper arms. Lots of extension through the limbs, through the spine. And now walk and travel the hands back so they're in line with the arches of the feet, and roll the arms towards one another and bow your head down. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Inhale, walk the fingertips forward. Lengthen the arms, lift the head up, even out that blood flow. When you're ready, you're going to walk around towards the right foot. Stepping the knees back to table. Simply to lower down to a hip and to extend the legs out. So we're not doing the jump throughs today. Came down a little bit more gently. Flex the feet, splay your toes. Arms lift. Exhale, cinch in from the waist, from your low ribs, and fold to Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift up. And we're gonna bend the right knee. Take the right arm to the inside. Bind the arm. And then if you want to outstretch your left arm first, and then take that arm into a bind. Hinging lower if your body permits. But remembering, try not to force, especially around a full moon. Especially at this eclipse. Try to cruise as much as you can. Now inhale, start to lift your left shoulder. Come down on the right side of your seat and just do a little mini twist to your left. Release the bind. Bring the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Shoot the arms back up towards the sky and exhale, fold over. So when you're doubling over the straight leg, eyes can be open or closed. You can gaze out towards the foot or down towards the shin. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, you're going to take a hold of the right knee with your left arm. Right hand swivels to the floor behind your back to take a spinal twist. Exhale, unwind. Slide your right foot out. Lift the arms overhead. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. It's like we're starting the sitting poses all over again, but we're gonna switch to the other side. Inhale, build up. Exhale, bring your left knee closer. Left arm reaches to the inside of that knee, and then you can hook it in front to create the bind. Prepare the right arm for the bind. Gaze and breathe. Inhale, lift the head, roll the right shoulder open. Come down on the left side of your seat. You're going to be limited with how tall you get, so you're slightly still leaning forward. And it's due to this bind. Exhale, unwind. Take the left foot to the inner right thigh, Janu Shirshasana next. Once you enter into the pose, refine the alignment and then refine your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, lift your left knee. Grab it with your right arm. Left hand props behind you. Twist to the left. Exhale, unwind. All right, this time we're bringing soles of the feet together, knees fan open and apart, and dive over to Baddha Konasana. Inhale, come up, lace the first two fingers around each big toe, balance on your sits bones, and you can do like the sitting form of Happy Baby, or you can lift and straighten out through the legs. Exhale, release the feet, and you're gonna stand them out in front of you. And the heels are not stacked underneath the knee, so there's more of like a ski slope kind of line. And then reach the arms up to lengthen the vertebrae. And then as you exhale, you're gonna scoop the belly in and roll back about halfway. And then inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, take it back. We're being a little easier, again, with our balancing poses. So instead of working Navasana boat pose, we're gonna do this instead. This time when you come up, take the arms over to the left, pull in through the left side of the obliques, the left side of your abdominals. Stay on the left side. And then we'll come up through center, facing the front. And this time the arms will drop off to the right, scooping in through the right side of the belly. And then we'll stay to the right. Inhale to center, face the front. We'll do 3 more times, rolling halfway back. On this third one here, when you roll down to the low back, you're gonna fly the legs and the feet up. So it's in that canoe shape. One more. When you lower, catch your right leg. Walk the hands up to the calf or heel. And breathe. While you're up, swap sides, but then gently lower down to the floor. Keep the left leg suspended. And then on the next breath, walk it up, just like you did on the other side. Gently lower down, take Ananda Balasana, blissful baby. Ready for Setu Bandhasana. Release the feet. Stack them in front of you, arms alongside you. Press down through the feet, arms and hands. Tuck the tailbone and lift thighs, hips, abdomen, and chest. Exhale, we're going to start to lower, and we're going to slide the hands up underneath the body. Straighten out through the legs, point the toes, root the elbows, puff your chest up, shoulders crank back, head gently falls back. Heart, throat wide open. Gaze into the third eye. Imagine that full moon, that illumination of light in a circle, like a bindi on the brow. Lift the head up, and if possible, come all the way up to sits. And if you need to come back down and roll over to come up, that's okay too. All right, so since it is full moon, and the full moon indwells at the crown of the head, I want us to practice Shirshasana 1, which is headstand. You're welcome to go next to a wall if you want that support system. You're welcome to do child's pose or puppy pose. Child's pose is more like a teardrop or like a stone. Puppy pose, your hips are over your knees, your arms are outstretched, but your head's lowering like this. A third option actually would be hare pose, Sasandasana, to get on the crown of the head. And you can pick 1, 2, or that third one in lieu of headstand if you're just not feeling that energy for it today. But if you come to forearms and wrap your fingers around the elbows, you'll lace the fingers together, open up your thumbs. Now, I like to go ahead and crawl the knees forward a little bit towards the face. And then when the head drops down, the hands are going to cradle it. Now, you want to engage the upper body by pushing thoroughly down through the forearms. That will ignite your triceps, your deltoids. And then we'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, walk the feet in. And I'm just going to curl up today. I'm not feeling like the pike. You may want to lift one leg and then float the other up to join. If you want to curl down or scissor down, regardless, you're going to come to child's pose, Balasana. Rest and breathe easy a moment, softening the shoulders, palms open at the feet. When you're ready, take your hands alongside your knees and slowly sit up. You're welcome to sit in a cross-legged position. You're also welcome to come to Padmasana, lotus, right foot to the upper left thigh, left foot to the upper right thigh. You can take the hands behind the back for reverse prayer hands, winging open through the arms, sitting up initially, and exhale, folding. Few breaths here. Bowing with reverence. Turning inward. Inhale, come up. And we are ready for Shavasana. So you have options. If you have a bolster, you may want to take it underneath your thighs. If you're not used to this type of flow, sometimes the lack of a body awareness can tweak the back. And so this could give the back more rest. If you're more practiced and you don't feel that tweak in the back and maybe you want to really blossom open the heart, you can take that bolster underneath the vertebrae. And the last option is, you can always scoot to a piece of furniture and send the calves up to its seat. And then I'd like you to close your eyes. And I'm gonna talk you through a little Shavasana, but I'm gonna let you settle in first. Now that you've been settling into the pose of your liking, close the eyes and picture the light of the moon in your brow. I mentioned you may have increased thoughts and emotions, but notice what the practice has provided. Maybe you have some calm clarity in your mind. Maybe feeling open and spacious in your heart, light and receptive in your body. Since this is also a lunar eclipse, there may be things that are brought to life, brought to light, or brought up to the surface. And it's up to us to simply pay attention. Notice if it's illuminating things from our past. If things from our past become illuminated, look at it as a final purging. We purge and release the old hurts, the unresolved emotions, the anger, the fears, the karma. And even recognize that things repeat themselves because there's a lesson to learn. There's somehow that we need to grow. Something that may need to change. Or some wisdom we need to embody. If we can use this time for release and for awareness, we can move forward into the new paradigm. And we allow the heart to govern our choices. Can we align with the heart to trust those choices? Taking some deep breaths now. And then awakening the hands and the feet. Perhaps curling into a ball if you're flat on your back. Or just bending and rocking the knees if you're in a back bend. Roll to one side of your body. Take your time coming up to sit. Placing your palms together to prayer position. Bringing the thumbs to the brow. May we lean in and listen to the soft, intuitive voices. Bring the hands down to the mouth or throat. May we speak with intention, kindness, and compassion. Bringing the hands to the heart. May we live from a deep, profound soul level. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
Hey, thank you. That was
Thank
wonderful.
you.